Can girls and guys like be genuine friends? Like,
Uh, yes, but yes and no at the same
especially
time.
best friends.
I see. Welcome back to another Chosen Vibes with another Mukbang, part 2. We are with Jody Hearn.
Bro.
I'm saying it!
Yeah, we done,
Hearn.
but yeah. Um,
Jody?
Hello.
yeah, so today guys we eating sushi to you, and I don't even eat sushi, so I
That's
don't
why I
know
said
what
it'll
am I
be
doing
funny.
here.
It'll be a funny one.
Hey bro, I don't
I wanna
eat
see
it.
you taste it.
Yeah, but the reason why we here is because I like we at least okay I'm got a message from someone, a friend on the Chosen Vibes, and she said that since she's been going through our past year now, since the beginning of this year, she broke up with her ex-boyfriend, and now like she's been struggling like to get over him, and like it was basically toxic because bro basically now we used her for money or whatever,
Money.
man. Yeah, like literally use her for money and all of that, and like to get his way, man. And plus he's on like drugs and stuff. But how we, I know
Why
people
you
laugh.
laughing?
People go through that
Why
for
did
the
it
partner.
escalate so quickly?
Why you?
People go through it in their relationships, but now we just don't know because people now keep it on a low, man.
Yeah.
You see.
I
So
guess
yeah, Jody, your purpose here today is now not saying your exes are on drugs, they weren't. but like from what we see now from people without like you carry yourself well né? So and like you are a very beautiful person and like
Thank you.
yeah so to our first question né? What was that bro again?
Oh, yeah.
Can girls and guys like be genuine friends like
Uh, yes, but yes and no at the same
especially
time.
best friends.
I say no.
I say yes because, especially if it's like a long-term friendship,
Now will you know
like from high school. Like I
mm.
have a male best friend, but that was from like grade 10 until now. And if you have no problem with like your boyfriend meeting them, something. But then again, there should be like that respect. So if you see the male best friend, your boyfriend should be with, like you shouldn't be like spending time alone together.
And more
Personally,
with your
yeah,
guy friend.
like sleepovers and going on dates and like friendship dates. Like I don't know. There should like be that mutual like respect for each other.
Yeah.
So, but it's safer to just say no.
Yeah.
But then again, if you
That's
make a genuine friend like with someone from another gender, you
I,
can't just drop them because you're in a relationship. Also.
Yeah, but like we
Yeah.
have to keep them at a
but,
distance.
but
Yeah.
I always take the guys' part, yeah. Sorry. But I feel like girls and guys can't be friends. Yes. So you still friends with that guy from way back.
Me, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if you must message him and say he must come visit you alone, he will pull up, but in a different mindset.
I feel also I will go out of his way.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm,
Yeah.
no.
Especially if a girl's
girls,
pretty,
oh,
ne?
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Girls is saying
If
no.
a girl's pretty also.
Guys, I know guys.
But as girls, we also know the vibes. Like if you're getting a vibe from this person,
You
you'll always get it that there's more. Like
But-
he wants more.
You won't show it.
I
You
feel
guys are terrible at lying. You can tell when something changed. So if you feel like that change happened, then distance yourself. But no, I think, but maybe like take a step back. Not have to like drop them completely, but just say like, look, my partner is not comfortable with like the closeness of us. We can still be friends, but boundaries is important. Because at the end of the day, if you guys break up, what happens? you're gonna be alone then if like you just drop your best friend
Yeah.
because of a partner.
But
So
if your partner say you must cut him off, will you do it? Or you'll still be best friends and cut your partner off?
your mind told me to do that.
Really?
And
And
then
what to do?
Did you?
It just made me like, because I felt isolated.
Mm.
Like, this is my friend. Like, we've been friends since
Mm.
forever. So it made me go through like the back doors, like
Mm.
speaking to my friend, like literally just on a platonic level, because like he was just my friend. So don't try and like control your partner. Just have an open conversation, set boundaries, but whatever works for you works for you. I don't agree with just dropping someone because you have a person, because that person can cheat on you, leave you whenever. So
And best friends betray, but yeah.
yeah, they do. But anyone can betray, whether it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Mm.
Any friend can betray you. But I think just knowing that you guys have boundaries in place and open communication.
And
That's alright.
yeah, that was a great analysis.
Normally I have a lot to say. But I just keep quiet,
I was
man. I
checking,
was
yeah, I
listening.
had to listen to us, bro. Come on,
Yeah.
our view, you see.
I feel like we all went through heartbreak. No shit, you went through heartbreak.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I feel like, okay, it's different with girls and guys
Yeah.
with the heartbreak. Like, guys now, I don't know. Isn't it okay? It's just like, I don't know how to say it, but guys are not heartbroken of the situation. We more heartbroken when we see you with someone else
Yeah.
after us.
I feel
Like,
it, bro.
Yeah, it will actually hurt more than
Mm.
actually the breakup on the day.
Yeah.
So now you're like here and you're like a new person, touching, speaking, holding. You see what I mean? And then
Probably doing more, buddy.
you obviously is doing more. It's always like, how can I say? It's like we have a Toyota or a Quantum
Yeah.
and we build it to a Lamborghini or a
I
GTR.
was just mentioning cars.
And yeah, as new Bracam, climb in straight to a Lamborghini.
Yeah, true. You
You get what I mean?
balled that up in
Okay, not like I don't say it like that.
yeah, not like you made it.
Yeah.
Yo.
When now, okay, Jody, now when do you all now is you now females now? When do you feel it now the most?
Yeah. You feel it like when it's happening, or you feel it like mostly after
At
when you
what
see him
point?
also with someone else.
A year,
I
2
think
years.
for like girls especially, we feel the relationship ending before it even ends. So you kind of like mourn it, and you already have contempt for the person before it actually ends. So the day that it ends, yes, you're obviously sad.
Sorry, can I ask you like a different one? What if you didn't expect the breakup
Yeah.
and he just break up with you and you walk? Like, you get what I mean?
You're the
Yeah.
one in pain mostly.
Yeah. So if it's
Yeah.
that way,
Mm.
how do you feel? When do you feel it?
Oh, for me, on the specific day, yes, that's like when the most
The most.
anger and
Confusion.
all the things happen. Just like pull up to this person's house and everything is just not okay. But then eventually, like a week goes past, you're still thinking about it every day.
Yeah.
Every minute of the day you are thinking about it. But then you get to like I think the 3-week mark or the 2-week mark where you're like, okay, it's sad, but it's okay. And you realize you see all the flaws in this person
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Where you start like, no man, you're just a brokey, or like
Oh,
it's just trash,
yes.
things like that.
Oh, it's again chat on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Then you just realize that you never want to feel like that again.
Mm.
You never want to be on like day one. You never want to feel like that again.
And then if you see him with someone else, do you feel it?
Okay, it's never happened to me.
Mm.
Where I've seen that person out with somebody else. I've seen them with somebody else on social media. But I don't know. For me, I just know that I would never want to be in her position. Like, you can have him. It's fine. I did not want to go through that. Like, I feel sorry for you. So, I don't know. I wouldn't really feel anything. I would just mourn the memories, like that happiness that you had with them. But then you realize that it was all fake. Because if someone can leave you like that so instantly, it wasn't really real. So, but never envy somebody else's position.
Yeah.
Because you guys broke up for a reason and they're not in your life for a reason. So whether or not like you realize it now, you will eventually. So it's
So-
just their turn. Like they'll learn.
Guys now move on out different, but now have you noticed that girls go through us like bad bitch phase, man? Like after they after a breakup, whether they're happy about that breakup or like sad, man, they start posting like ultimate pictures, man.
My bro,
You
I'm
notice
telling
it?
you. And the pictures is just on point.
And it you as a guy, man, it will play on you, man.
Yeah, because you like,
And-
when we were together, we never posted so pictures.
Yeah, I never
You get-
posted
you
so
get what I
pictures.
mean?
But then
But just do it on purpose, man.
I
don't know.
saw on
You-
TikTok when they said like he knows that you're pretty, he just doesn't want you. Like
Yeah.
when after a breakup, like when
Yeah.
girls post clone selfies of themselves and things
Yeah.
like he knows that you're pretty, he just does not want you. So like why are you doing that? It's the same thing with like the sad quotes
Mm.
after
Yeah,
the
they
breakup.
post,
I'm like,
yeah.
he sees it, he doesn't care. I went through the same thing. I think he's gonna
Mm.
care about this whole
Oh,
Sad
quote.
quotes
and
No,
stuff
he
you
doesn't. Does not care. He doesn't think like, oh damn, I shouldn't have done that to her. No, you guys don't care.
oh.
Not like you guys, but you guys in
Sometimes it's not
general.
that we don't care, we just don't want you to see us care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
So
get
we
it.
see the sad and we're like about to type something, but then we're like, nah, let's leave it. And then we just leave it. We're waiting for you to say something.
And we don't want to say anything.
You
Yeah,
see, now
the
it's
same
like
way
that.
you don't want the guy to get the better of you. We don't want
We
the
don't
girl
want the girl.
to get the better of us.
But it's so nice when the guy breaks no contact. I feel like it's so normal for the girl to break no contact.
Yeah.
Mm.
But there is some guys. that
Yeah,
will
girls just sometimes
like,
like,
I miss
being
you.
best friends with that person or something. I don't know. So
Ah,
but
no, you can't be
we
best friends.
seen.
You can't be best
Yeah,
friends
you
with your ex,
can't be.
bruh. That never
Yeah.
works. out, bruh.
Guy, we
feel like
know
you
people.
could.
Yeah.
No.
Why? Give your
How?
reason.
Okay, I haven't personally been there before. But
What?
if you guys broke up in like a healthy way, where it's like we were just on two different paths, but we went through so much life together. Like you guys become best friends. Like your partner should be your best friends. Maybe some people just hold on to that. But then again, also boundaries come into play.
You see.
I don't think I would like my future boyfriend to be friends with his ex.
You get what
I
I mean?
wouldn't
That's why I
like
say it's not gonna work out either way.
It's subjective.
Yeah.
Depends who you with
You
and
see.
who the people are. I might say no. Another person and their partner might say yes.
And that's what they made. I won't allow it. Imagine.
And like some people they are in toxic relationships like the girl or the guy would know but like you feel like they're in love with the thought of like the image of
being in a
of being
relationship.
in a relationship and being in love and like how other people see them and all of that or yeah, I don't know where was I getting, but you understand
Yeah,
what I
I
mean.
get what
Like,
you're saying.
Like in a
Yeah.
toxic, like borderline,
Yeah.
It's almost like
abusive kind
you,
of.
you know it's abusive,
yeah,
but you don't want to be lonely.
yeah.
So you don't want to
know what I mean.
leave the person
Mm.
because you enjoy a relationship.
It's not that you enjoy it. Like when you're in that situation, the manipulation and the psychological and emotional abuse that comes with that, you don't know it's wrong. Like you literally don't know what's wrong. I didn't know anything was wrong with my situation. My cousin was in a very messy situation, and I was like telling her like leave, like
Yeah,
see.
you see others.
and I'm sitting here, I'm like
Yeah,
afterwards, I'm like, damn, you were in like a not the same situation, but you were in your own thing, but you didn't know it was wrong
yeah.
until you were out of it, and you were like, no.
And then you think about it and then you see.
Yeah, you literally manipulated and conditioned to believe that you are so low
Mm.
and that you'll never be better than what you are,
Ah.
and you've messed up so badly that this person is the only person that's ever gonna accept you and love you.
Hectic.
So yeah, it's not that nobody wants to be in a toxic situation. Nobody wakes up in the morning and is like, I feel like being abused today, or like
No.
I
Yeah.
feel like being spoken to badly today. Like
Yeah.
nobody wakes up
But
like that.
We didn't mean it like that,
Yeah.
man. We just meant it like, how can I say? There must be a point where you also see a bit of red flags.
In the beginning, there's always red
You
flags.
get what I mean?
There is.
Then you just tell
You
yourself, no,
know
man.
it, yeah.
So that's what we're trying to say. So most girls ignore it. So is it ignoring it because you just love that person, or you just want to be in a relationship with that person? Or you just know there is red flags. That's how we meant it. We don't mean like you
You're
just
like,
want to get abused.
no. You see the red flags, but they're more like a soft
You
pink.
see, yeah, I know.
Like a
Guys,
soft pink,
like to
because
do it.
the goodness or the positives outweigh the
Ways the
negative
negatives.
so heavily in the beginning stage. So like he might give you 2 red flags, but then there'll be
10 green flags.
yeah. So how are you gonna focus on
The
the
red
2
flags.
negatives when this person is love bombing you and
Mm.
they make themselves out to be this perfect person? Obviously you're gonna give them grace because you're like, no, but you did this, this, and this, and this, and this, right? I'll forgive you for doing like the one thing wrong. We're all human. Sorry, like I apologize if I was hard on you or something, but yeah, no, nobody wants to be in a toxic relationship. And yeah, after that, after you guys break up is when you are only gonna realize what the situation was. People can tell you leave this person or this person's doing that. You're not gonna see it until you actually leave.
Yeah.
I get you.
No.
It is alright.
That's why it's so easy, man, to use people, man. Like, those people use other people for their own benefit or whatever. They don't feel nothing at the end of the day, bro.
But do you guys like experience love bombing? Because I've never heard from like a guy's perspective. Does love bombing happen from girls?
Dalan me, bro. Ay, me, bro.
You're gonna hear it from you first and then
Answer.
I will answer after that.
You first, man. When love bombing, you mean now the girls all up in your life, like, not giving you chance. What do you mean?
No,
bro?
like love bombing is like love bombing normally happens like a month
Mm.
or like 2 months, where it's this overpour of emotion. Like I love you and
Oh.
you are the perfect person for me, and no, that type of thing where it happens too quickly.
Oh, it happened before. But I was.
You
Yeah.
got it, yeah. Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
But I never, like, my relationship wasn't like that, actually. And, yeah, what's
But
going
there
on
girls
was
do
like,
that.
I never,
But I always find it weird when they do
Mm.
it by the start. Because it's like, bruh, you only know me for a week. Why are you saying those words?
this
You
guy,
see?
you put certain, what you call it, man, how can I say, image in there, like, nah, you want a relationship with first, you see.
Okay.
Like, you never,
When I
like,
was single
let's
and I
just
used to
be
do it.
friends.
Why
Yeah.
would you do that?
Yeah, when I was single, like,
Because the
you know, yeah,
the
the beginning
situation
already.
lasts longer like
She
that.
said, nah, he wants me, you see.
I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah.
If you don't want me, say that. Why are you telling me 5 months down the line that you don't want me?
Yeah, you
That's
see.
why throwing me under
Now,
the bus.
nah, but for me, bro, I always chat first with friends or whatever, you see. That's why I don't.
But you can get friend zone quickly like that though.
Yeah.
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 You see,
experience.
that's why.
Yeah, but
But I would like, okay, when I was
I'm the
single,
same
I
way,
when I was
I do
single,
that,
I used to
yeah.
do it, bro. I used to make like, I actually want to be in a relationship with you. But ask him, I already told him, I'll tell him already. Nah, bro.
No one never.
Don't say it like that, bruh. I just say, I'm not ready for a relationship.
Ah,
You see?
I hate that so
Mm.
much.
Yeah. But that was back in the day. I'm a changed man.
I hope so.
I know I made a year. Yeah,
Made a year now
Mm.
in the week, last week.
So that definitely shows I'm a changed man. But yeah, I used to do it. And then yeah, but that was back in the days.
But now, what makes you look at a girl and be like, no?
See, guys also have a checklist.
Mhm.
So I'm also like, there's certain stuff that turns me off. But like, nah, she's not gonna be like someone I see myself with. You get what I mean? Guys also have standards. So we also like, so it'll be like, we can be busy with each other and vibe, but it's not gonna go further than that. So yeah, that's why.
What's your opinion on it? On men having
I
standards.
saw
You thought we
side
don't.
eye, bro.
She thought we don't have standards.
I
bro.
wish.
So now,
We
why
might
do
just
you
be
have
like
to say?
the first girl we busy with. Okay, come. Like we
She-
also check.
Men
okay,
aren't
the
easy
way
as
you
you
do,
think we
the
are.
way you do things.
Okay, but it
are
also
you gonna
depends.
be-
Like, what are those standards? What are those turn-ons?
like the way the way you carry yourself, the way you have goals in life, how you're gonna be around my family, how do you treat me, stuff like that. How you, I always like this dumb stuff also. Like I also look at, okay, I know it sounds mad, but when you're drunk, how do you act?
Yeah.
Valid
Because
though.
there's
We
lots
watch
of
them
girls-
outside,
how-
we watch them there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
How
lots
they
of
acting okay.
there's
Yeah.
lots
In
of girls
public,
that,
me, bro.
that gets drunk, though they're busy with you, and then they're
Mm.
like flirting here with your friend or flirting with someone, and then it's just because they were drunk. But I don't want someone that I'm dating doing that.
I don't feel like drunk is an excuse though.
That's
Because
what
when
I'm
I'm
saying.
drunk, I remember everything that I
You
did.
get what
Yeah.
I mean?
Except for one night though. That's the only ever. But every time else, I'm like, I know exactly what I did. And in that
Yeah.
moment, I know exactly what I'm doing. I might like have a bit of leeway, but I know
Yeah.
exactly what I'm doing.
Now you see,
But you won't know if someone is too friendly now. Or the person is a friendly
Mm.
person.
friendly
Always,
person or just
you will be more chilled if you know that this person speaks with anyone. You check.
yeah. So yeah, so that's what I look at, and if you don't qualify or like
Now
I see
she
certain
dress
stuff.
sweet, I get more serious. Bro.
How she dresses.
Yeah.
Why does that even matter?
How you mean?
How you mean?
But like, okay, obviously there's limits. Like I
Yes.
get it.
Now that's
But do you
It's a
guys
limit, eh?
want the girl to be like permanently in a sundress?
Not in the
Or
house. I want
Nope.
to leave the house.
once you leave house, you can't wanna still wear your pajamas.
no, but
You
like
can't-
dressing up like a short dress or like a low cut top, is that
Yes.
not too much?
no, it's not.
So you
I
want it
like-
to look like she's well kept, like she's always putting her best foot forward
Yes.
in public.
You want to
Yes.
be proud of
'Cause it-
women.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
And it's like a kind of way like it shows respect to your partner. Like you're
Mm.
going out of your way to look pretty or look nice.
Yo,
You get
that's
what I
like
mean?
my thing though. It's like when guys with this whole makeup thing, it's like, no, I want a natural girl and I like
Mm.
natural girls.
Mm.
Fine, that is completely fine.
Mm.
But then why are you messaging me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. so-
Why are you talking to me? Like, you know that's not me. And don't you want to be with somebody who looks after themselves? Who like
Mm.
spends an hour or two getting done to look nice to walk next to you.
Yeah.
Like,
You see,
is that
now,
not what you appreciate?
now that's what we're saying. The
We
effort.
appreciate it.
Not everyone appreciates it, please.
But yeah, that's why I say we look also at the way you. But yeah, and then if I see okay, no, you're not checklist wasn't completed correctly, and then that's where I start telling you, nah, I don't think. But I'll still vibe with you though.
No. We know you're a fun person.
Yeah, until it ends and you were like, nothing is it's not going forward, and then yeah, on to the next. And I'm
What
joking
did
every time.
did you have a question that was on your
No,
list?
he
Oh,
he
you.
asked me what were my thoughts on the standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I think that's fine. I just feel like girls are given, how they have so much pressure on them
Mm.
to like meet all these different standards to be
Ah.
someone's future wife.
Yeah.
I
It's
feel like
true.
I feel like girls give more standards than guys.
But we'll give a guy more chances than a guy will give a girl. Like you saying one thing that was not right on the checklist, then you're out. But a girl will still like manipulate the checklist a little bit,
Mm.
make it just to be like, okay, let me just give him another chance, or slot it in with something different. But with guys, it's like one thing you did wrong, even if it was a mistake, you're finished,
Yeah.
turned off,
Yes.
bye.
Bye-bye.
And that's also not fair, I feel like, especially if you never communicated that. Of like, look here, I didn't like what you did,
okay.
or like what you were wearing, or something like that. And it can be fixed instead of like, oh, sorry, bye. But then we give you guys so many chances.
Guys also put
But-
girls like on a pedestal, man. If you like really like a girl, like you want her to be like you.
You can't
Like,
expect the person to be
boyfriend, like,
perfect. Sure.
He sees his girlfriend as perfect. You see.
I hate that.
But
And then you get turned off and you find out she's not perfect. Wow.
Mm.
God forbid.
So what's your standards in a guy?
Yo.
Get out the receipt. Long page.
I never had standards.
Ah! Dick.
And that like shows.
For real. So you don't have.
No, I do now.
Okay.
Because I had to like realize, no way.
Mm.
For me, okay, the man needs to have a job.
Okay.
I don't care what job it is. You don't have to be
Mm.
getting like 6 figures or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like something, you know, you're doing something with your life. Ambition is a massive one. Hardworking, respectful, emphasis. Like thoughtful as well, honesty, all those normal ones. And one with a car would be great. It's not necessarily a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
thing, but it would be nice. Yeah.
You're tired of driving. That's all.
Maybe passenger
I
places.
put Uber on my CV. That's
Mm.
what it is. But yeah, just like also somebody who values me and accepts me for like the full package, and not is gonna judge me and make me feel like I'm this. How can I say, like that they called me a fancy girl, and I found
Yeah.
that super derogatory. But anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's not, it doesn't sound bad, but in the
Mm.
context, like, it sounded very derogatory. So someone that like accepts me for my extraness and for my personality and my out there-ness. Yeah. I don't want to feel like I'm being judged or like side-eyed just for being myself.
No, it's fine. You can be yourself. That's why I say people must have standards. But yeah,
Realistic standard.
I wanted like shitty try sushi
Now
before we end this video.
Oh, I checking now. We're not gonna eat the sushi, no, bro.
Yeah, what's his name? Shitty don't eat sushi, so yeah, it's his first time. What?
It is my first
Oh,
time.
lovely. And he used chopsticks.
I was
Yeah,
hoping they would have like it where you can see net like cook. You check.
It is this.
Yes.
This
Why
one is
doesn't have
that
avocado? You know, everything has avocado on.
you don't eat ever.
Don't you think?
Yeah, that tastes like grass. What?
It doesn't.
Oh,
What was egg ne?
Mayo.
Mayo. Okay, kwai. And as a
Stop.
rice.
Wait. Take some.
No, but I'm not putting wasabi on.
Just like a little
Just a little bit.
dollar.
Come on.
Just try.
Small.
Okay.
Is that smaller?
It is.
It's very small.
Are you not gonna eat with me, bro? What's happening
Okay,
here?
sorry. Yeah, okay.
Try this one. And rice.
It's like
I don't know.
I'll try.
I don't know. know what's most of the stuff on here, but we're gonna eat this though.
I'll get
You
taste
didn't
it.
even get the crab in.
Oh yeah.
How it is?
It's good.
Are you lying or is it?
Yeah, this one tastes alright nice.
I told you, bruh. Now we can go out for sushi, bro. One more drink now. But that's it, guys. It's another Chillz and Vibez.
Oh, I still finish, man.
So I don't know.
We can sing that out to me.
So that's it, guys. With another banger with Jody. We're doing a blind date.
Soon,
Yes,
yeah.
we're doing a blind date soon Sunday. So
Stay
yes,
tuned.
subscribe and catch us again with a blind date. Na?
Thank you, Jody.
Thank you
It's
very
okay.
much.
It
Appreciate
was
it.
lovely. Yeah?
Okay, see you. Ciao.
Bye.
Pinaawan mo, bro.
It's